All right, so did a bit of research in here and found out after I taken all that apart that it was actually those are actually beep codes. Now, most computers I worked on when the memory was the issue with the memory, they would beep, but it was like a beep. This does not make a beep. It's making like a clicking sound. So I'm thinking, I don't know what that is. But according to Dell, they're beeps. So those four beeps that it was making is because of the memory. So I did switch the memory out, and so now it is posting. So we've put it all back together. Of course, we still gonna need a couple of items for it. And I'm not gonna close that memory cover yet because I'm gonna put another stick of memory. I'm gonna find out what it maxes out as. And then, like I said, I do have a 2.5 that I'm gonna put in here. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna take the one out of that Mac, no, the Mac OS, because I already got Mac on that one. Not that one. I'm gonna take one of the HP. I'm gonna take that one out and probably put it in here and go with that HP. So we'll be fully, but let's do this first and then let's see where this max is out at. Let me show you that it was actually a memory issue that it was not posting. And we'll hook it right back up here. And then I'll flip this back where you can see it and we'll start it back up again. I did. Oh, I might have turned it on. There I am. I don't have power again. Huh. And I think I do know what's wrong with it now. Absolutely. Absolutely know what's wrong with it. God Almighty. I'm probably gonna wind up buying another power button and ribbon. Man, I hate that. But these computers, some of these are old and they just worn out. People using them. A lot of times you can tell by the trackpad that they're worn. The laptop is pretty much worn. But this one doesn't look all that worn, but still, on the other hand, somebody wastes something over the keyboard, and the reason the motherboard had to be replaced in the first place. And so they probably, God only knows how far the liquid went. So that may be one of the issues too. Let me get this out. That may be one of the issues too with the some of the ribbon cables, because the power ribbon cable, man, it's almost shredded where it connects. And I was thinking like, oh my God, because a piece of it came completely off. As you can see it right here. Well, you can't see it because you're so far up. But it's actually, oh my God, I don't know if that's even going in there now where it should, because it's almost shredded. Yeah, and the piece that I cut off, I might need to, man, this is some fine work here, real small stuff you're trying to do. Oh my God, I'm going to get my knife blade on there it is. And there was a piece that I cut off, and I don't know what happened to the tab piece of it. But that's it, man, right there. And we can get it to go in here, right? And the other piece that went on the top that shredded off of it, that was the piece I think that kind of kept it uniform and in shape because now, although I had it in there before, it's like it didn't like it and didn't want to stay in there because it wasn't as thick as it was before. Something to that effect. Anyway, Jesus. Gosh. If I could get it to a position where I could order another one, but yeah. That's what it is. Gosh, crazy, man. There it is. And so, yeah, there it is right there. But that's probably not gonna. I'm gonna wind up. Maybe not. I'm not gonna confess that. I'm gonna say that this is gonna work. Even though it's delicate work, it's gonna work. It's delicate, but it's gonna work. We're gonna make it work. Even though it's delicate, we're gonna make it work. Alrighty. I don't even know if those are even going to be making contact, but I could tell you a couple things that I do know, and that's that I need those to go in there. Yeah. A lot of stuff. I probably need to go ahead on and just order me another. What am I wind up doing anyway? But that's me. There you go. Posting. But don't try this at home, boys and girls. Don't. Because this right here, this is iffy at best. What I'm gonna do to keep that from ever moving again, because this laptop's probably got one more life around, is just seal it to the board or to that plate so it don't be moving around. So it's no boot device found. Press any key to reboot the machine. So we're not rebooting it. We're gonna turn it off. Let's try it again. There we go. go posting again. And we did say it was a memory issue. So there we have it. So like I said, I'm gonna take that uh, 2.5 drive out. We're gonna find the memory max out on here, slap that drive in here, slap the memory in here, boot up, and I don't know what we're gonna put on here. Maybe some Linux OS distro, and we'll be good to go. Right, right. Uh-huh. I'm thinking somewhere down in the near future that tape's gonna come back to haunt me. All right. So everything's good. Once we boot it up, everything we'll see about the Wi-Fi because we put a new Wi-Fi card in here and hooked up. All right, let's do that. We're gonna put our keyboard back. And since it's so close to that board, I'm gonna be pressing down on it. Once we get the keyboard installed, we're gonna check that again. I'm booting it up again once we get this keyboard in. All right. Mhm. Okay, still booting. That's battery power there. The battery works well. That's good to know. All right, let's do the back. Let's fill everything and seal everything. This is part of that piece I cut off of there. And those little prongs, they were just sticking out, man. I had to try to put a piece of this back on there for backing so they would be stout enough and the connection strands of ribbon would stay in the hole with some super glue very, very lightly. And it worked. Okay. I just didn't want to wait and buy a button and we waiting a week for it to come in. So we're gonna shut this up. That memory that I got in here, this is, what is this? I think this maxes out at 8. I'm not sure. This is 1R8PEC3L 12800. 1R8 12800. I believe 1R8 1200. This is the same memory. Yeah. But you know, sometimes these I found some I had some laptops before that one of the memory slots was bad and they would reject memory. Hopefully this is not the case with this one, but I'm not gonna put the back on here until that, but I'm gonna put the drive in here. So y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna grab that drive and come. Okay, so it's Dell and Spearman. Battery is charging, so it's still posted on the battery. Uh Hard drive install. And it is running, it maxes out at 16 gigabytes of memory. So two of the 8 GB sticks that I got out of that old Mac that I parted out went in here. Some place online is saying 8 GB is maxed out, man, but it depends on the system, operating system and all that they're saying. But sometimes the best way to find something out is test it yourself. As long as you got the right memory type in here, that's the right memory type, and it's holding 16 gigabytes strong. So I'm gonna put the cover back on here. We're gonna get a, I think I might have this. I robbed that XP, I mean that HP for that hard drive, and it's saying it's 750 gigabytes. I have never had a 750 gigabyte hard drive in my life, but if that is one, then that's my first one, that size anyway. And so that laptop, that HP I found in an apartment, somebody had abandoned and trashed it. And so I just actually restored it by buying, I bought an old non-working one and I kind of swapped out parts. But it's a good laptop, but I just prefer Dell over HP. And so we're gonna put that back, and I may even swap the optical drive out off of that if it'll fit here. If not, I'm gonna have to order an optical drive bay for that right there, and then we're good to go. So we got good battery and And incidentally, if you need a laptop, contact me. No problemo. All right. So see you guys later.